क्यों कर रहा है?
क्या कर रहे हैं?
अरे फाइनल देखना।
आगे
अरे गुजरात का कोई सीएसके का जीती है।
पता है
पता नहीं वो बच्चा है मेरी।
2 बॉल में 10 रन चाहिए ना, जडेजा ने मारा ऐसा तो फिक्स हो जाता है। उन्नीस फुल टॉस से डाल रहे हैं। अब शर्मा ने फुल टॉस डाला है, ये बात करके रहेगा डेथ ओवर को फुल टॉस डालता है।
उसकी मर्जी भाई, उसको जैसे बॉलिंग करनी है। मैं बोलूंगा 212 स्कोर करना है। बारिश की वजह से सब खत्म हो। सच्ची बोलता 212 का टारगेट रहा था, बारिश ने आखिर न खत्म की सीएसके।
हां क्योंकि बाकी में पहले ही गए थे नसीब बाकी
मैच फिक्सिंग करता था। धोनी पहले आता खेल लेता मैच फिक्सिंग करता था।
अभी देखो आएगा तो सबसे ज्यादा बढ़ेगा। इसका मुंह बंद करने को भी है मेरे पास। जाते जाते बेटा अपने काम बराबर करके चला गया। 500 हो गया सीएसके के बाद।
क्या की गुजरात जीत के उल्टा उससे अच्छा मुंबई को जीत के कुछ करती तो हमसे बता देना विशेष क्या लक्ष्य से बता देना। और गुजरात की जीते चाहिए
कुछ नहीं
मुंबई को देती भाई। मुंबई 10 रन तो बना लेती
भाई। अगर ऐसा मुंबई के सामने रहता ना मेरे को नहीं लगता है ये होता सीएसके जीतता है 2 बॉल में 10 रन। नहीं वो लोग इतना प्लानिंग करते हैं ना, नहीं मेरे को इतना दिमाग नहीं। इस साल बॉलिंग कुछ नहीं था जब
आगे वो ऋतिक शॉपिंग कर रहे उसका स्पिन देखकर क्या चाहता है ना, इधर टप्पा गिरा तो इधर जाता है। राशिद का स्पिन गिरा इधर गया तो इधर जाता है। गुड मॉर्निंग
मनी 4 विकेट थे। 4 लोग ही थे।
बाकी सब लोग क्या करने को गए?
तो 2 बजे तो मैच थी ना, सब लोग सोए पड़े रहे, फाइनल मरे पड़े रहे।
ओके ओके। नहीं उसके बाद चालू हो गया था, मैंने नहीं देखा तो 12 बजे तक तो चालू नहीं था ना।
2 बजे कुछ खत्म हुआ। पहले कभी 1 बजे सोए होंगे ना।
तो आपने देखा?
नहीं हम लोग प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे थे, स्कूल में प्रोजेक्ट भी नहीं हम लोग की टीम नहीं थी। नहीं थी ना, नहीं देखे क्या फायदा, कोई भी मुंबई का तो मैं भी गया था लास्ट डे का।
चेन्नई जीता ना।
हाँ राज भी देना होगा छोड़े।
ओ अभी आते नहीं है, क्या हो गया?
नहीं मैं लास्ट 2 दिन है ना।
हैं?
नहीं रात 2 बजे तो मैच देख रहा था और 2 बजे तो
नहीं उसके बीच में आया था मेरा क्लास के बाद भी आया। हाँ
मैच के जैसे 12 बजे तो
हाँ गुड मॉर्निंग गुड मॉर्निंग।
सॉरी मैम
गुड मॉर्निंग।
ये तो खुश हो गया
क्या चेन्नई जीत गया इसलिए? हाँ नहीं वैसे जीता डकवर्ड ये
शॉट कर दिया
कितना
15 ओवर में 171 बनाने।
अच्छा नहीं मैंने जो आते वक्त न्यूज में देखा तो ऐसा न्यूज देखा ना तब बोला 0 बॉल्स लेफ्ट चेन्नई जीत गया तो मुझे मालूम नहीं है कैसे।
हाँ 2 बॉल में 10 रन चाहिए।
अच्छा 2 बॉल में दिया जडेजा। नहीं अगर गुजरात जीता तो ना बहुत रिकॉर्ड बन जाता है क्योंकि ना लास्ट ईयर फर्स्ट टाइम आ गया तो लास्ट टाइम और ओके ओके हाँ गुड मॉर्निंग।
last therefore we worked on
हमारा यूएनओ का था ना, यूनाइटेड नेशंस का नहीं, ऑर्गन्स कंप्लीट किया, एजेंसी सभी पढ़ने का ना। आप लोग जो होमवर्क है करते हैं ना, एक दिन ऐसे ही चेक करेगा, होमवर्क करते हैं क्या? क्या है वो भी मालूम नहीं, क्या होमवर्क मैडम ने दिया है? होमवर्क हर लेसन के बाद में देता है, कुछ न कुछ देता है। चलेगा नहीं करने का, करने तो एग्जाम अभी ये हफ्ते में टेस्ट नहीं है, 4 तारीख को नहीं है ना? हाँ नहीं, वो जो अवार्ड फंक्शन है ना, बस ही गए है ना अभी।
मेरा मॉडल लेके चलेगा
बट पढ़ाई करते रहने का। तुम्हारा वो पिछले वो टेस्ट में कैसे मार्क आया? तो उसके बाद हिस्ट्री का कुछ टेस्ट नहीं हुआ? मैंने जो पढ़ाया नहीं,
आपने जो पढ़ाया था ना,
हाँ, अच्छा, योर स्कूल का। हाँ, यस, लेट्स स्टार्ट। How many did not come? Four. Who elected members of the Rajya Sabha, that is state legislative assembly, means Vidhan Sabha. क्योंकि all the states are not having Vidhan Parishad, means only few states are having 2 houses. Or maximum states are having only 1 house. Yeah. But the last week also she did not come, no? What is her name? Last week also that girl did not come. Hi. इधर आके बैठो ना, पीछे जाके। Just now I was talking about you. Last week also you did not come. What happened? Birthday. Then you should share your this thing birthday chocolates with us. उस दिन चॉकलेट नहीं दिया ना, पैसा वेस्ट। नहीं वो तो है तो हमको भी मिलेगा ना yes enough let's see we have hello sir come here बात नहीं करें नहीं होएगा तो उधर बैठो because of him I cannot see I'm the editor no okay yes last week we have studied about the United Nations organization, why it was founded, and the main organs of UNO we have studied. Which organs we have studied? How many organs are there? Six organs are there, and which organs we have studied? Security Council. General Assembly, International Court of Justice. Where is the headquarters of International Court of Justice? Hague in Netherlands. Okay. Rest of all the organs headquarters is in New York. Only this one International Court of Justice headquarters is in Hague. Okay, we have studied who is the present Secretary General? Antonio Guterres. We have seen that all things now. Now, we are going to study about the specialized agencies. The agencies which are set up to perform certain special functions. We have seen the main organs are having certain works related to the maintenance of peace and security. That is international peace and security based on international cooperation. Correct now? Now, these agencies are special agencies to take care of certain other works. So, which are they and why it was set up? See, what is that? If these main organs are taking care of the special work like health or laborers' problems or food and agricultural organization, all these things work if that main organs have to look after, then the main task of maintaining peace will be affected. So, it is being planned that each task could be given to special agencies. Got it? So, because the main aim of UNO is to avoid war, to maintain peace and security of the world. So, these specialized agencies are made to look after special tasks. Now, which are they and major agencies? We are not going to study about all. We have to learn few agencies only. The first agency we are going to study is UNICEF. What is UNICEF? United Nations International Children Emergency Fund. Okay, what is that? You tell me without seeing. United Nations International Okay, this is what the organization known as. Now, when this when it was created, first session itself it was created. That is 1946. Its first session it was created for what? To help the emergency needs. Okay, we know that second World War का time में बहुत सारे बच्चे लोग अनाथ हो गया और they had to face so much difficulties. They lose both the parents or everything they lose. So now, in order to help such children, that was the beginning. Understood? So that 1946, its first session, this agency was created. So you don't get confused. Organs are that 6 organs, and this one is a specialized agency. Clear? So initially it was set up to help those children who were affected by war. Clear? Now, in 1915, its program was extended to provide long-range benefits to children of all developing countries. Now, in 1950, it is extended to all children in developing countries. Who are the developing countries? India. India is a developing country, and many see according to that economic condition, the world countries are divided into 3 categories. Developed countries, mostly the European countries are developed countries. It is based on that per capita income. Okay. Now, per capita income, have you heard about it? Per capita income is income per head. That means total income of the country divided by total population. This is what a per head income. Of course, there is differences. अभी मेरा इनकम तो 5,000 होगा, आपका इनकम 10,000 होगा, so दूसरे का 1 lakh होगा. So, but when total income add together and divide by population, it can come about 25,000. I may not have that much income, but still per capita income when we are talking 25,000 income. I'm just giving an example. So what happened? Accordingly, 3 categories are there. So, developed countries, developing countries, and underdeveloped countries, or high income countries, middle income countries, and low income countries. Got it? So the developing countries children का development के लिए ये 1950 में वो extend किया. समझ में आ गया? Underdeveloped at that time they did not look into that, because underdeveloped country actually it was to be seen, but at that time many countries were not independent. Maximum countries of Africa were not independent. They were on the path of getting independence. So those countries who are the members, so to them only they have to see. Understood? That is why 1950 they have seen. Your question is correct, but they did not. Later on, its name was changed to United Nations Children Fund. So only that United Nations Children Fund, it was renamed, but still this one is persisting. Understood? UNICEF is the name now also we are coming to know, but it was changed into United Nations Children Fund. It is not an emergency fund or international children emergency fund. That word is removed, but still it is known by the name UNICEF.
They both have the same functions.
Yes, yes. Same organ. Later on, it is renamed as United Nations Children's Fund. Okay. Yes.
You told that all the resorted agencies.
It is agency, correct. Okay. Now, UNICEF is governed by 36 member executive board. So, how many members are there? 36 member executive board. Now, which reviews UNICEF activities and approve its policies, country programs and budget. So this executive is making the budget, policy programs and all will be designed and review the work. Okay. So you can see that logo of UNICEF. Your logo is given, that is mother and child. Have you seen? Yeah. Let us see this much basic ideas you understood. Now we are going to see the functions. You have to read and tell. What is that? We will explain. Who is going to tell? I will write. What is the first function? Tell.
Is responsible for the welfare of children all over the world.
Welfare of the children all over the world. That is what is given in the textbook. No? Okay. See, the main thing we have to understand, even after independence also, many countries, the children face so many problems. I think I have told you that earlier that once one photographer got one award. Did I tell you? See, in African country, where that famine, then water shortage, nothing is for them to even drinking water is also not there. So one child, age-wise the child is big, but the child is not able to stand also. So that child was sitting and just pulling his body forward, dragging himself on the ground in search of food or water, something. So overhead, one this thing, what is that? Eagle was exactly overhead flying. That means that eagle's nature is that it will eat only dead body. Live body it will not eat. So the eagle is flying overhead just waiting for this child to die so that it can eat the flesh. And this full picture, that means the child, how it is pulling itself forward and how this eagle is flying overhead. This photography got that is worldwide this thing acclamation, and he got award for that. Means the real image. It means that how he followed that child, God knows, I don't know. But that photography I have seen long back it happened. So actually it wanted to draw our attention towards the miseries of the children. He did not do it for getting an award. He wanted to draw our attention towards what type of experiences that the children face in African countries. Understood? So, the children all over the world, that welfare to be seen by this agency. That is what the first. Tell me the next. Only one function is the
Next program to ensure that food, health, and education needs of the children are met.
healthcare, nutrition, education. Okay. Provide healthcare, education. That means here primary education, no? And nutrition needs of children all over the world. So this is what the next one. Tell me.
UNICEF works for the protection of children in respect of their survival, health, and well-being. This is done in cooperation with individual civic groups, government, and the private sector.
So what is that? This is already we have seen welfare of the children all over the world, and this one is done with the cooperation of individuals and groups. Means it is not having special fund for that. That fund is collected from the individuals as well as that NGOs and all, and for providing that needs of that children, this fund is utilized. Okay, then.
It provides funds for training personnel, including health and sanitation workers, teachers, and nutritionists. Universal child immunization against preventable diseases was one of the leading goals of UNICEF.
Training to personnel you have heard about that Anganwadi workers and all. So those people are taking care of the children. So for them also training, then giving that vaccination or looking after that the health of the children who are coming in that is very young age. So vaccination, such kind of things are given by that agency. Got it? What is that? Did you get provide training to teachers, Anganwadi workers and other groups for taking care of the children? Next one, technical supplies, equipment and other aids ranging from paper to textbook to equipments and medicines to health clinics. So all these provisions are given. What are that? Paper and books, medicines, all these things are supplied. Okay. Next, it asks government to plan, develop and extend community-based services. What does this mean? We have to understand that there is a problem faced by that children as well as that mothers. That is, there is a that along with that, sometimes along with the delivery, mothers are dying. At the same time, before completing 1 year, that is infant mortality rate, that means children die. So these all problems have to be taken care. Giving awareness also, provide nutrition to such mothers. All these things are coming in this organization's responsibility. Understood? At least 5 points you have to learn. It provides help to children and mothers in emergencies arising from natural calamities, civil strife, and epidemics. You can see that whenever any type of emergency situation arise, like natural calamity and all, the first set of people who are saved, the children and women, they are only that taken care of. See, once there is a syllabus for CBSE, disaster management. In times of that disasters, how we are managing. That means young children onwards should know about. So I used to attend the trainings of CBSE, and then when I was giving the training, that means when I was teaching different situations, how the children will manage. So once I asked that question to children of I think 9th standard or 10th standard, I just asked the question. Say, you imagine the school where I was teaching was having only ground floor and first floor, not a big building. Imagine that that is near to that staircase. Under the staircase only that electrical that what room is. So if any fire occur, what you will do as that is senior students of the school? What you will do? We will try to jump out of the window. That is the first answer they told us. I told them, this window is having grills. How will you jump down? So I told them, no, we will try anyhow to jump out of the window. And I told them, it's not like that. Your duty is to first evacuate the children, that is smaller children, because it's your responsibility. Madam, उधर तक कैसे पहुंच जाएगा? नीचे तक KG classes are there and primary section, the ground floor only. It's not. I don't know. Okay, नीचे का लोग evacuate करेगा. तुम at least ना 5th standard का बच्चे को evacuate करने का. नहीं मैडम, ये तो हमको हम खुद को बचाने का. So that is why खुद को बचाने के लिए उधर सीढ़ी तक जाने का ना एक ही रूट है. Door से they can go, but that class is in such a way that they have to come up to the CD, they have to come down through that staircase only, no? So what I wanted to tell them, if they are not getting panic, easily, that is within 2 minutes, the whole school can be emptied. But if they are trying to jump out of the window, then naturally all are getting panic. So nothing can be done. छोटा बच्चे को वो करने के लिए तो खुद को पैनिक नहीं होने का ना. छोटे बच्चे तो ग्राउंड फ्लोर में थे ना. छोटे बच्चे तो ग्राउंड फ्लोर में है. That is what I wanted to tell is that in the same floor, 5th standard is there. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, then only that 9th and 10th coming. So. So what is that? In times of crisis, it is expected that we have to give priority to such people. So when flood comes, when that kind of calamities come, so the youth, especially the youth, they are trying to save that the younger ones, and this way UNICEF is giving training to such people how to evacuate, how to save their lives. Now you understood, no? The UNICEF, it makes effort to prevent diseases like tuberculosis, malaria, eye diseases, skin diseases, etc. So this is also another effort of UNICEF. UNICEF performs various other functions. As the sole agency for children, it speaks on behalf of children and upholds the Convention on the Rights of the Child and works for its implementation. It is the only agency which works for the children welfare. So it speaks, it conduct that conventions and give awareness. Okay. Next, UNICEF was awarded the Nobel Prize for Peace in the year 1965 and Indira Gandhi Prize for Peace in 1989. Two awards it got. One is that Nobel Prize for Peace and second is Indira Gandhi Peace Prize in 1989. Got UNICEF के बारे में you at least 5 points you have to learn.
General का title.
What happened? Now we are going to study about the next organ. Agency. What is that? Last 2-3 years, this organ is functioning very effectively. World Health Organization. Why it was working very effectively last 2-3 years? Corona का time में, COVID का time में, so World Health Organization is working very effectively. So let's see. Is the United Nations Specialized Agency for Health. What is that? Okay. Now, what is that? It was established on 7th April 1948. Which one? The first ones?
Yes.
No. When was it founded? 7th April 1948. Now, so April 7th is celebrated as World Health Day. Which day is celebrated as World Health Day? 7th. Why it is celebrated as World Health Day? Because it was founded. Now let's see. You just see the symbol. What is the symbol? Logo. You also did last time. Yes. What are the functions? Logo we will study about. What is the meaning of that logo? Okay. It helps countries to improve the. Helps the countries to improve their health system by building up infrastructure facility, especially manpower, institutions and services for the individual and community. So, development of infrastructure facility for the development of, or improvement of health. Did you get it? Improvement of health के लिए what is to be set up? Manpower, infrastructure, facilities. समझ में आ गया? Is there in the textbook or not? The textbook page.
Now 3 points are given.
Yeah, different places it is given, no? Provides aims to improve the health of the people. Okay, that's a very simple point. Provide help and training for health workers to fight against diseases. So that is what health workers को training देता है. कैसा? We देखो when Corona came, the health workers were unaware how to deal with. We used to see them as the people who are coming from the space. fully covered. Have you seen that? I used to think that that is space se koi aa raha hai kya? Means we were not allowed to go out, but I was going. It means I had to go. So they used to cover fully. Then only what which part that is eyes were covered with something glass like this. Means that itself is a fearful situation. I don't know now also I am afraid to see such condition. I can face it, but I don't want to see such condition because it is a fearful condition that what is happening outside. So if you happen to be in boarding homes alone, I happen to study in boarding homes. Childhood, school days, I was in boarding home. So what happened? I just went to my parents on one small holiday. So that what happened? They have written at that time letter writing was there. They have written that is they have that word measles. Have you heard about the measles? Measles is small prickly heat type only. Fever is also there. So I was not aware of that because they have, that is that the government, the nuns have read the letter. I did not get it. And I met them. After coming back, I was isolated. That is, the food was not given in that common place. I was isolated in one room. So this made me to get a fearful the feeling. Why I am isolated, I don't know. They have to tell, no, this one you have gone and they were having this measles. So this was not told. Suddenly kept isolated, no contact with other friends and all. Food also given separately and all. So it was a fearful situation. So how to deal with that? If that training is given, that is whenever that epidemic or something is coming, how to deal with that training is given by which organization? World Health Organization. Next is that which all are the diseases? Malaria, tuberculosis, and AIDS. Promote research in health and medicine. See, all of a sudden only this corona came, and what type of treatment to be given, which are the medicines, and how to this control it. This type of researches and medicines were also the work of World Health Organization. We know that when it started and huge number of people died in European countries. Then afterwards we know that in India also. So it means around that 2 lakhs people died. So this kind of death, when it is happening, it is the duty of this organization to reduce the death rate and to prevent such a situation from happening. So within no time, we know that the countries have developed vaccines, preventive vaccines. So that research order, that is, they have to give permission for using. We know that if any medicine, say normally a medicine, preventive medicine is done after 20 years of research and testing. First guinea pigs, then this one. Humans, it will be tested after long time. So that is why the here World Health Organization have to give permission to test on human beings. So within short time, it has to be discovered and to test, and its utility have to come out. We know that Because of that, it did not take a long time for research and its effectiveness and all. So because of that, vaccine have some side effects. But to a certain extent, we have to trust. Because of that only, that is every age group it is vaccinated now in India. Because of that, this one is under control. We are able to move out freely. Imagine that 1.5 years back, what was the condition? With the mask, suffocating, breathing with the difficulty. So this kind of permissions to the world countries, every country can develop, but the World Health Organization have to take the risk of giving permission. That is what provides information about the outbreak of epidemics. See, sometimes when such diseases are starting in one corner, we know that China, which region it started? Wuhan. Okay, so that place when it started, it is going to be the outbreak of an epidemic. This is given by World Health Organization. Got it? Now, 2 we have seen. Let's see which one we have to. Functions, so many functions are given.
Only 6 are given.
Volume में बहुत सारे 9 is the given ना. हाँ. Break lengthy sentences are there. So you don't. I think this one.
It's only 6.
Region में that only 3 points are there. That is good, I think so.
3, 6,
At least 5 points should be there.
5 points.
7 should be there.
This book,
7.
which book is same only? Then total your book is this one, no? How many? 9. Same thing from that book only. 2, 3 more points you will see.
International Labour Organization.
Yes, listen. Listen. The World Health Organization performs the following functions. It helps countries to improve their health system by building up infrastructure. Already I have told you. It gives important drugs needed for medical care. That is medicine. The WHO launched a program to immunize children against 6 major diseases. This one, immunization program. Okay, those who are not having, you just you are having this one, no? What volume you are having, no? So listen, volume से ये point पढ़ने का, that is immunization program for 6 major diseases. Okay, second point. Then promote research to cure and prevent diseases. Already we have studied. Then laboratories of the countries to identify disease causing organisms, to improve vaccines, and to train research workers. It works towards providing safe drinking water. So sometimes it will be asked like that. Which agency is looking after the provision of safe drinking water?
World Health.
So one more institution is also there. Let us say safe drinking water and adequate waste disposal. That is why for your this UT ka test में ऐसा question आएगा. So The decade 81 to 90 was declared as the International Drinking Water Supply and Sanitation Decade. Which decade is considered as the International Drinking Water Supply and Sanitation? 1981 to 90. It organizes conferences, seminars, and training for healthcare personnel from different countries. Okay, what is that? Convene conferences, seminars, and training for healthcare personnel. It aims at fighting diseases and preventing them from spreading. See, we know that long back, malaria was considered as a dangerous disease. It used to start from that hilly or forest areas. That malaria ka jo what is that mosquito used to breed in such areas. So it is called as malaria. Malaria means it is the disease of hills. Okay. So from there only it started spreading. So all such underdeveloped countries and areas, it used to spread and kill large number of people. So for preventing such diseases, that World Health Organization worked a lot, and to a large extent it was controlled. We know that some of the diseases are caused because of that immunity power decrease. That is, you have heard about the AIDS. Okay, AIDS is like that only. That acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. It is not a disease actually. So it is caused by a virus. The immunity power of the people decreased due to that virus. So what is to be done to increase the immunity? So immunity boosters have to be given. So when the COVID started, some states, especially that initial stage, Kerala state started this one. The treatment which was given for this AIDS, that medicines were given to the people. Then there was recovery, and then it was observed by World Health Organization, and this reached to that their studies, and then they told that countries to start this medicines for those people who are suffering, because immunity have to be boosted. So that one, that is what World Health Organization study about how this immunity power can be boosted, how this to introduce that or how to increase the cure of certain diseases. Next, we have next one is that it aims at fighting disease and preventing them from spreading. It defines standards for the strength and purity of medicine, including biological products. We know that many of the medicines that the World Health Organization banned. Why? That the side effects or ineffectiveness of that medicines. But still countries like ours, we are using some of the banned medicines, that is banned in America and other countries, that medicines we don't know. Whatever is prescribed by the doctors we are using, or sometimes even educated people, we are going to the medical store and we are asking from them and get medicine. So these all the effectiveness of the medicines are verified by World Health Organization and they gave the instruction to the countries for its use or not to use. Then it makes special efforts in combating diarrhea disease, which are known as killers of infants and young children. So which diseases are considered as the killers of infant and this children? Diarrhea. You know that what is diarrhea? Huh? Tell me. I did not hear that. So it is a kind of loose motion and vomiting, and this one is losing all the dehydration. So many children, if that parents are not knowing how to take care of the children from that condition, so many children died. So that is why the awareness programs are there and a control on that kind of diseases were also. It publishes health journals like a bullet of World Health Organization to create health consciousness among the people. What is the journal published by World Health Organization? Bullet of the World Health Organization. Got it? So two agencies we have studied. Which are the agencies we have studied today? UNICEF. Okay. Now we are going to study about the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. UNESCO. United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Okay, what is that full form? You tell.
United Nations Educational, Scientific, Cultural Organization.
Okay, got it. A conference was held at London in November 1945 for the establishment of an educational, scientific and cultural organization. So, London in which year? November 1945. See, before going, I think UNESCO only we have to study, no? Okay. Then we will go through that textbook some more points. Then afterwards, there's one more 1.5 hours is also there. You are having both the lessons together.
Yes, ma'am.
Combined. Then this one is different. Listen very carefully. See, I am reading. See, where is the headquarters of UNICEF? Headquarters is in New York. Where is the headquarters? New York. How many officers? Has more than 200 officers in developing countries. Then, its finance come from voluntary organizations or individuals. Okay. Then, there is one more thing, the government, the voluntary contribution made by different governments, donations made by private agencies, sale of greeting cards and through various fundraising campaigns.
Ma'am, where is the headquarters?
New York, New York.
And an advocate is given at Paris.
No.
UNICEF.
UNICEF, I am not, this one I did not explain. I just first meeting was held, that much only. Now we are going to this thing, go through that first two which we have already studied. Some points we did not discuss, no. We are having more time. So I don't want to complete it. So after break when we come, I will teach this. Clear? So some points, that additional points which we have, because in your textbook, that objective type questions are there. In that objective type question, which agency is fundraising through that, what is that, sale of greeting cards and all, or how this agency is raising funds. So that all things you should understand. That is why I am reading and telling. Afterwards, when we get time, I will take an objective type of test, not writing, oral. Quiz like, okay? Hmm? Ah. So you have to attend properly. So how they are? Only this chapter, because we have to complete and afterwards we will get time. Okay. So sale of greeting cards and through various fundraising campaigns. Now, sale of UNICEF card is an important source of income. So what is the main source of income? Sale of UNICEF cards. Worldwide sale of these cards generate funds of more than $100 million. Okay. All of which is spent on program to benefit children. Almost all resources of UNICEF are diverted to the poorest developing countries, with the largest share going to children up to the age of 5. So which age group they are specialized? Up to the age of 5. Along with the World Health Organization, UNDP. UNDP means the United Nations Development Program. What is UNDP? Now, so what is that? UNDP is making that calculation how we can calculate the development of that humans. So they have introduced a type of calculation which is called HDI ranking. HDI means Human Development Index. Understood or not? So this is additional thing I am telling. Human Development Index. So accordingly, India's rank is very low. 136th rank only India is having. So, so human development ranking includes this longevity, means expected life of the life expectancy, education, then infant mortality rate. So all these basis, that is net attendance ratio. That means how many children that are registered in the school, enrolled in the school, and then how many are attending. This net attendance ratio. All these are that. So have you heard about this one, BMI? Body mass index. That means body mass index. It is what the calculation of that whether that person is overweight or malnourished or like that. So this is what BMI. So all this calculation is done by the country and it is given to that UNDP and UNDP made that human development index ranking. Okay, got it? So UNDP and other United Nations agencies, UNICEF has achieved success in fulfilling its objectives. Okay, that functions and objectives we have seen. Then what is that? Its mission is to provide safe drinking water. Then World Health Organization. World Health Organization is the United Nations specialized agency for health. It was established on 7th April 1948 when 26 members of the United Nations ratified its constitution. April 7th is celebrated as World Health Day. Objectives we have studied. Headquarters. Headquarters of World Health Organization is Geneva. This Geneva is in Switzerland. Say there is another Genova. Genova is in Italy. Okay, this Geneva in Switzerland is where the headquarters of World Health Organization. Got it? Now, see, World Health Organization's main objective is that a state of complete well-being. What is that? A state of complete well-being, not merely the absence of disease. So when we know that many private hospitals or clinics are there. People go to these private hospitals or clinics. What mostly they are doing, they write some medicine and okay, for 1 week or 2 weeks, they are getting fine. Complete cure is not getting. But if you go to that BMC hospitals or NMMC hospitals, that is what a government hospital, they will treat from the root and complete cure is there. Have you ever been to such hospitals? No. Always, yeah, beautiful hospital atmosphere is there. So you have that when you are going, if an injection is to be given, so with the music that injection is given or not? The pain is gone, so without the pain that injection is given. So, what is that? Both the places that one is done, they charge a very high rate, private hospitals, whereas in government hospitals, the charges are very less. But majority are running towards private hospitals because government hospitals, so many procedures have to be followed. We have to make the line, take the slip, wait for our turn to come. And if they are telling that this has to be done, so that is के लिए अलग line बनाने का. But whatever is there, that is complete cure they are giving because they don't have any benefit. अभी वापस आएगा तभी तो प्राइवेट डॉक्टर को बेनिफिट होता है. 2 हफ्ते के बाद वापस आएगा तो उतना तो पैसा ले सकता है. फिर कमीशन की तरह कुछ अलग पैसा भी ले सकता है. इसलिए that is when that particular medical store से medicine लेने का तो कमीशन की तरफ मिलेगा. Yes, so that is one. Once I went to one doctor, so he asked what I already told, okay, this was the condition, so I had to get medicine from that medical store. हाँ ये क्यों मैं उधर से ले लिया, तो ऐसा नहीं करने का. That means he started shouting. Such educated person you have. I told it was an emergency. No, emergency also इसी control करने का, तो next day that when doctor is coming there then only. So the reason is that medical store से उसको commission नहीं मिलता है, तो इधर से another medical store से commission मिलता है. So this is what happened. That is, this is what done by most of that clinics or no, most of the doctors. But government hospitals, their aim is that completely निकाल दो, वापस इतना number लोग नहीं आने का. Just you can find that is the cough syrup they are giving. It is not that sedacious type of cough syrup. It is just something colored water only to look like that, but it is effective. But medical store, that means the doctor, the private doctor, when they are prescribing how many 3-4 bottles, if you are drinking also that is right. So this is what I wanted to tell is that the aim of this World Health Organization is the complete well-being of the people. Then headquarters we have seen Geneva. Then we have seen achievements of World Health Organization. According to World Health statistics of 2015, given by WHO, the following are the achievements of WHO. A decline of 40% in the number of deaths from tuberculosis. Have you heard about TB? So 40% deaths have been reduced. Near eradication of polio, that is mostly that polio is eradicated. We know that now also this drive is there. That is every 6 months that oral polio vaccine is given on all public places. No, when you were kids up to 5 years, this vaccine was there. So the Indian government, what they used to do, every public places they are keeping. So mostly they used to do it in schools and the other places. But now we can see even in bus depots or that other public places also that they are sitting to give, because when the parents are carrying the children that time also they can give that vaccine. And afterwards, the next day, the survey will be done door to door if anybody missed. And if they could not give, then oral drops will be given. So, this way, near complete eradication of polio. Got it? Next one is that development of an Ebola vaccine. What is Ebola vaccine? This is also a type of this virus like COVID only. It was developed in this African countries. African country, Ebola, so many such diseases have been developed because of that underdeveloped conditions. Then their lifestyle is also like that. So because of that, contagious diseases are spreading in such areas. So उसके लिए भी vaccine निकाला. Then contribution to the COVID-19 pandemic by raising over $200 million through its Solidarity Response Fund to combat COVID-19 crisis. WHO shipped millions of items of personal protective equipments to healthcare personnel in over 100 countries. Actually, WHO is not able to, so it will request the member countries to supply. India also supplied so much in that equipments, medicines, everything. Even vaccines also it exported. So like that, it is not that for money. It is that to help those countries who are not able to develop vaccines and all. So those countries which are not able to spend money for these protective devices. Okay. Then another thing is that globally a reduction of 40% in cases of undernutrition among children. So I have told about the malnourishment. Do you remember? I told the BMI is checked and malnourished or that overweight or like that is checked. So that one. Then child mortality under the age of 5 years has declined from 90 deaths per 1,000 live birth to 46 deaths per 1,000 live birth. So death rate or infant mortality has been reduced. That is children under the age of 5. Earlier it was 1 year. Now up to 5 years the death of the children also reduced. Globally, 1.3 million fewer new cases of HIV were reported from 2001 to 2013. That a report of that HIV spreading, that also reduced. Then, diarrheal deaths have reduced significantly. Cholera and plague epidemics are rare occurrences now. Do you know what is cholera? Cholera is also that waterborne disease. Okay. Now, leprosy is being managed better and the Guinea worm has been nearly eliminated. Leprosy? No? So that way, Guinea worm also a type of that is a worm infection. Okay. Smallpox have been eradicated. See, there is a difference between chickenpox and smallpox. Smallpox is bigger size. It causes death. It is been believed that America was conquered by the Europeans through this smallpox. America conquered in the sense earlier only that Red Indian population were there. So when the Europeans went there, they were immune to this kind of diseases. They carry on their body the disease-bearing germs. And but the people of America, the original inhabitants, were not having that immunity. So when they got that, they perished completely. Those Red Indian population perished. So it is believed, in history, it is believed that America was conquered by Europeans, not by any weapons of warfare, but biological weapon. This is the biological. Bio weapons, no, biological. Biological means that is, it is disease bearing germs. Okay. Suddenly he was in sleeping mode. Suddenly he got up. India has been declared a polio-free country by the WHO. Got it? Yes. One part is that is why I don't want UNESCO only left out. So that is why I don't want it to go further. You are having that this thing, textbook, multiple choice questions and all. Okay, till that time, just read that very carefully. Whatever textbook also, This also you read it.
Ma'am, Food and Agricultural Organization.
It is not there according to. The organs also 3. Agencies also 3. It is actually when I am seeing this one, it is not given. Okay, it's not given. But यूनेस्को का डिटेल है एजुकेशन के लिए क्या किया साइंटिफिक एक्टिविटी कम्युनिकेशन preservation of cultural heritage like that 4 categories are okay. Read it. Very good. Morning, sleepy. Huh? Very okay. Then some food is also in sometimes some chocolates, spicy foods. So these are next thing which increase maintenance horse. Horse. So like that, what causes you have to agree. There's no exact any reason for So actually, I don't grants. It's not that intense. When you get started on it, and get started on the last one, when it is which I That is true. That is not and are you stay awake for a long time? What's that audio? That doctor was he told me to sleep early so that you get enough sleep and there was a question another thing, sometimes when they are having like exams or exams, that the tension aggravates your whether you are conscious no. So I mean your MRI is taken after MRI. So any other things any election much faster so left side or right side but if it is in the left side the right side should be that I had this thing, I had the rice, and the teacher but then she is a bit strict, so I was a bit afraid, but she told me that she completely and back and then my head started to the school. No, not the school. I'm starting from this one, starting first. So I had to go home. No, this the school. They have because when they come to or so much of pressure it is attack. So if it is aggravated, then the right side that is after the sleep hours, it's a nerve which is going so just related the thing like it is coming. So that time really that it is coming into that eyes and all. That is very because when the just like you asked me last me about what why was doing I stated all the points because I have learned so
Don't mind me. रात के 2 बजे
कितनी वापस
वो लोग नाइट मैच
majority of CST supporters supporters
दो लोग सूर्य के
हम भी एक
तो 15
changing
काली जबान जो टीम बोलते हैं वो हाल
why is it not a game
हो गया अगली बार भी जियो को लेना चाहिए था फ्री में 2025 तक का राइट्स करना 5000 अंबानी ने राइट्स कर दिए और तू 2 साल देख सकते तू फ्री केवल जियो का सिम जियो का जरूरी नहीं बोला आप चाहिए गूगल से भी देख कोई भी गूगल में जाके देख सकते हैं प्रॉपर्टी अरे
तू जियो से ना वहां पे कुछ भी देख सकता है
हाँ मतलब कि आईपीएल का कोई भी मैच देख सकता है इसे को खरीद लेने की जरूरत नहीं टीवी में नहीं है तो एक महीना हो गया खाया वही ना नमक खराब ही कर दिया हमसे चाइनीज बोला ना वो बस वन है